Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite types of traditional books. It's the American Tall Tales. All of these stories and tales are about people who inspired America, especially when America was a younger country, when they were still building railroads or clearing forests or even just exploring areas that had never been seen before. Most of the characters in these tales are larger than life. They have abilities that are exaggerated or made bigger, I guess is the best way to put it. My favorite person to talk about is Paul Bunyan. And many of you have heard of Paul Bunyan and his ox, Babe the Big Blue Ox. Well, Paul Bunyan was this incredibly huge man. He was able to clear forest with one sweep and break the ice on a river that's frozen 7 feet thick. I mean, he was just an amazing character. But the thing about, like I said, tall tales is they've been exaggerated so much and they've been changed so much. So no one really knows where Paul Bunyan has come from, nor his ox. In one of the books that I've selected, it's called Big Men, Big Country. Paul Bunyan just appears out of nowhere one day at this logging camp, and the first thing he asks for is for the cook to fix him food. So he eats like 35 pounds of ham and eats like 200 pancakes, and then he's like, well, what about my ox? And they're like, I don't see an ox. What are you talking about? All I see is a mountain. That mountain's my ox. So as you can tell, both of them were just really, really big. And together they cleared a section of woodlands that had taken these other men months and months just to even get started on. And then one day, Paul and Babe just wandered off, which also seems to be something that happens a lot in all these stories. So that's why there's a lot of them and how they all change, because at the end of the tale, no one knows what happens to them. So they just kind of wander off, and there are even more and more tales telling about what happens to them. So if you want to find out more about these American tall tales and these larger than life characters, I suggest you check out these books. Like I just showed you this one. It's Big Men, Big Country by James Bernardin, and the other one is the American Tall Tales book by Mary Pope Osborne. Both of them have a whole bunch more tales in them and wonderful pictures and more than you could possibly imagine about American Tall Tales. So thank you.